Hey, this is Short John Red, and, welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Now, some of you might be, like, if you've been following my channel, some of you might be aware I'm a big fan of Black Tabby's game, Slay the Princess. Well, sorry, Anyways, this is their other game, Scarlet Hollow. Oh, and I know I've kind of sort of become a Slay the Princess channel, but honestly, out of their two games, I think Scarlet Hollow is my favorite. Anyway. But, well, unlike Slay the Princess, Scarlet Hollow is far from a finished game. Like, the first 4 videos on my channel are like non-commentary playthroughs. But, well, I want to say recently the game was updated, but technically, at least at the time of this video, like it's like I'm recording this on the 22nd of February, and the update won't officially be out until March 3rd. Because I'm a part of Black Tabby's Patreon, I'm sorry, is the music loud? Okay, let's just turn the music down a bit. Okay, so, oh wow, we're nearly 2 minutes and I haven't even started any game. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I'm on their Patreon, so I was able to get access to the alpha build. I'm only gonna play episode 1, and I'll do episodes 2, 3, and 4 once, you know, the update officially comes out to the public. And I can already see a lot of some of the changes. Like these leaves are not here before. Is this music too loud? I have no idea. I'm gonna leave it right here, but I might adjust it later. Anyways, I'm gonna start a completely new save. Oh, and to the 7 people who saw my Cabernet video, I do plan to make that a series, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, like, you know, once I, you know, clear this stupid cough. And maybe when the game gets updated a little bit. I don't know, I just know I'm not immediately gonna get back into it, but in fact, I was planning to just cover this game, like, you know, when the update came out, but well, I got access to the alpha build, and like I said, like, this video is being recorded on the 22nd, but at the time of its release, the update will officially be out. Sorry, I'm probably boring you. Okay, name. I've been kind of obsessed with Epic the Musical lately, so I'm gonna go by Odie. City you live in Ithaca, and believe it or not, there's actually a city in New York called Ithaca. So yeah, Odie and Ithaca. See, I'm gonna go by, you know, my pronouns, and in my non-commentary playthrough, I went with the hot and keen eye traits, but I kind of want to go hot, but considering I already did that for a playthrough, that would be a little redundant. So, how about, let's do powerful build and book smart instead, and yep. Oh, and also, this is gonna be a slightly more difficult game for me to, like, you know, do a video on, because Slay the Princess and Cabernet have voice acting, but this game doesn't, so I have to read every single line of dialogue. I got some water here, so hopefully I won't get, You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, still exhausted. Sorry. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots. I don't know how to say that word. That would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Sorry if you hear like a breathing. Like I said, I have a cough and there's no voice acting, so I have to read all this dialogue. Fortunately, the end of your journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. Name drop. So anyways, as I was saying, oh no. Oh no. He's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of a one-sided conversation ago. I fucking hate this guy. Like, I hate him with every fiber of my being. Well, at least they zoomed in a bit, so I don't have to look at his disgusting sandals. I was in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messed around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. What should I say? Are you serious? What's wrong with you? I was a shithead back then. You're a shithead. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey. Whole body's nerfed. I still can't decide if that was I still don't know if that was intentional or a mistake. It kind of reminds me of this little, I don't know, error from Hell of a Boss. I think it was like episode 3. Like there was a sign that says "Buck you, Blitzo," which I just thought that was kind of funny. So this girl comes up to us swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. Did his expression change? I can't tell. Anyways, she actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she was really mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We all ended up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez, you ever get so mad you just, like, want to kill somebody? I'm not even gonna answer that. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. You flash him a knowing glare. See, you get it. Such an idiot. Apparently this was actually based on a real experience the developers had. You never know what a broken heart is gonna do to you until you're staring at it face to face. It can change a person, Makes them think they're never gonna... never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that kind of stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Okay, let's... One of these days, you're going to run to someone who doesn't tolerate your bullshit. Get your act together. You cross your arms and glare at the young man with menace in your eyes. Huh? Oh, alright, maybe you have a point. I guess New York will always be there waiting for me. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna fall you off the bus or anything. So, if you ain't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I know almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple buddies who went up there to work in the mines. There's a coal mine up the Holler, you see. There's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. Sorry, and glasses. I haven't heard from them in a while. Now that I think about it, I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Sorry, my glasses are smudgy for some reason. Wait, I missed. Great, I missed. Just ignore what I played this game a lot. He looks back at his phone for once, focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I fear you can use them more than me. Plus, they're dripped all over my back, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. You know, something really interesting happens, like, if you choose you're allergic to peanuts, it'll actually come back, but now let's fuck this guy. Well, not in that way. Screw you and your damn peanuts. I added the damn, because... Hey man, I'm just trying to be friendly. Look, there's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have it on hand. Damn, it's really hard saying all this. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the unholstery... I don't know what that word... instantly soaking it in peanut brine. That is just disgusting. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Oh, you are no friend of mine. I have to talk to that guy every single time. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Okay, how much? Wow, 14 minutes. I hope this video wouldn't be over an hour, but that might be the case. Anyways, the bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes squealing as it deposts. Sorry, I'm not good with words. You in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. And it still has that problem where it just goes a little too fast. Anyways, the driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up the dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Odie. And here she is, Tabitha Scarlet. Our ever so lovely cousin. And you instantly recognize the sworn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Let's go for a firm handshake, since I have the trait. Tabitha? You make direct eye contact, straighten your back, and extend your arm. She holds out her hand limply in response. You grip it and squeeze it, shaking once. Very professional. Tabitha's lip curls in disgust. She pulls her hand back quickly, covertly wiping it on her dress as she turns towards the car. Are you... Considering you might chastise me for daring to suggest your kitchen needs some cleaning, that's a bit hypocritical of you, Tabitha. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. I'm not going to read these tips. So, let's be nice. How are you holding up? Fine. It isn't healthy to keep things bottled up. I'm not bottling up anything. I'm just more emotionally mature than you. I'm not gonna say this. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep. Like I told you. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know the stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Then what am I here for? I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mother to thank for that, or had, I guess. Huh? I'm trying to remember if this dialogue... I don't remember this dialogue some of these lines before. I don't know. No, let's not say that. Look. Huh. That's a new face. Look, I don't know what my mom did to piss off this side of the family, and I know you're going through it right now, but that comment was unnecessary. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet State. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside. Sorry if I said that wrong. You can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Didn't I kind of sound like the narrator from Slay the Princess there for a moment? Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And the hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. You know, I really like this response anyways. The architecture here is breathtaking. I am not even gonna bother attempting to say that word. Reminiscent of the Baltimore estate. Color me marginally impressed. I didn't have you pegged as cultured. As if you're any more cultured than I am, living in a place like this. Believe it or not, this estate actually predates the Baltimore by nearly 3 decades. It used to be the crown jewel of the region, but times change and the tensions of the masses are ever so fickle. I mean, there's a kernel of truth to that statement, but I think we know the real reason, and no one pays attention to this place anymore. Shall we begin the tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the gardens through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Again, let's just be nice. It's nice. It's a kitchen. Anyways, you said PB&J? Awesome, I love PB&J. How do you know it was one of my favorite snacks? And there it is. There's the ever so memeable Tabitha smile. God, that face is so unsettling. That smile can't be real. No shit. I didn't, but good for you. I might want some... With that being said, I might want some other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store. How very folksy. Is it? It's a store that fulfills your general shopping needs. General store just describes what it is. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Oh great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou-Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. You know, a part of me was kind of tempted to choose the talk to animals trait, but maybe another time, or maybe not. Anyways, let's just leave the damn cat be. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again fall with us through a long dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom, I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room. Mystery stains paint the floor. I'm really trying to do it the way Jonathan Sims did it, but I just don't... I don't have his charisma. Let's just go straight. Let's just get straight to the point. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Toilet's a toilet, sure. It could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bathroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Ooh, okay, sorry. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping here might give you permanent lung damage. Yeah, with my coughing, that might not be good for me. Anyways, this is where you'll be staying. The linens, I don't know what that word is, are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet's full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up. But you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. Can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. There are a lot of boxes and stuff lying around here. I could help you move things around and fix up the place. Look, I appreciate the offer, but Janie already comes in once a week. It's fine. Anyways, who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Good point. I guess I'll get started. It's settled. But, follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Sorry, I need a drink. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return my duties, so you have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. There wouldn't happen to be a library in the estate, would there? I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits. And the library is in the West Wing, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading to town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. Do you think you could take me to town before you leave? No, it's just down the hill. You can walk there yourself. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. That sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting in the same way I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. Yeah, you know what? Let's not be totally nice. That's kind of sad. Some of us don't get to let whatever or not something is sad influence us. Some of us had to stick around to keep the family business from crumbling, to keep this town from crumbling. Some of us had to temper our expectations for how our lives were going to go. There's a simple satisfaction in getting a task done, and that's all I need. Do whatever it is you want to do while I'm gone. Just don't do anything dumb or dangerous. Not while I'm responsible for you. Hey, did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you got in here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay on my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. Sorry if I'm not making a lot of commentary, just, reading the dialogue. Tabitha's a very interesting character. Like, she's not a good person, but but at the same time, I can't help but feel a bit sorry for her. Like this isn't the life she wanted, just the one she was given. Like, it kind of reminds me of that line from The Bad Guys, the one about, like, these are the cards we've been dealt, so might as well play them. Anyways, now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. The PB&J sounds great right now. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder in your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of this place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Let's just get straight to the point. I'm not even gonna bother. You know what? I will examine this. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess, wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. I think that's the word, styrofoam. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Oh, that's right, I have the... Protein is protein, you say to yourself as you force the slimy substance down your throat. Speaking of throat... Congestion is not fun. Where have I... And into the steel trap that is your stomach, your mouth, and throat, and senses might be revolted, but you know your muscles will thank you for this later. You've never been one to puke or get sick, and you don't see any reason why the slime would be any different. Wow, it's been 30 minutes and we didn't even get to any of the new stuff. At least not really. If this video goes over an hour, I'll make this a two-parter. I'm not gonna do that thing I did with Slay the Princess where I tried to get the whole route and in one video. If I need to if the episodes need to be separated into multiple parts, I will do that. In fact, I might do that anyway just to save myself some sanity. Let's just take the jelly. Yeah, I'm not gonna... a lot of this is just filler. Taz sure loves her mac and cheese. Let's just take the bread. I can't advance the dialogue. I'll start reading again once we get to the good stuff. Despite the state of the horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! Protein awaits. I tried to say it the same way the narrator would say it. A job well done. All that hustle took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Okay, let's go. Let's not bother with the cat. You stand at the entrance to your room. Take a nap, you've earned it. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the strings pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get it in more than a few minutes from comfortable napping. Oh, let's do this. Dustin! His name is Dustin, and I swear to God I did not make that up. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. Why do people keep putting an O in front of possum? I just don't get that. Oh, pardon me. You gently close the drawer, leaving the... Sorry. Leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the possum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good as a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you've been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Check the closet. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. It must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. It reads, "Property of Alexandra." No need to carry this around with you. You can only imagine how beautiful this garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip into shape. You go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve tapestries, and do whatever you need to return it to its former glory. This is a problem with, I understand why this game doesn't have voice acting, but it's kind of hard having to read all this. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while you're enjoying the bird song. I don't even like tea. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You never heard of her, but you've barely heard of anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you can ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Let's just go into town. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. You know what? It hasn't been an hour, but you know what? I think I'm gonna stop here and continue in part 2. So, laters.